Thanks for joining us in the garden today. We are here with Craig from Grange Co-op. So you have your whole hanging flower basket good to go. Everything's looking great. Patio has all these colors. And then all of a sudden you have your little plants start to die, your little flowers going away. How do you protect your plants from little critters during the summer that can come in and invade their home?
Yeah, the biggest one where we are that's really a problem, specifically on petunias and on geraniums, is we get what's called the petunia, the geranium budworm. And what that is you'll see in May, June, in through the summer, you see those little white butterflies that kind of are just being cute and fluttering around your lawn or your yard. Well, what those are doing is laying their eggs on your baskets, on your petunia baskets, on your geranium plantings. And as they hatch and the larva form of those, they are the caterpillars, they really love eating flowers. They will eat the leaves some, you might get some holes in the leaves, but mostly they're eating the flower itself. So you can have a perfectly big, green, lush hanging basket that ends up just being a green hanging basket because all the flowers have been eaten off by the budworm. So it's important on those two specific things, on petunias, on geraniums, to really do preventative spraying to make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay, so when should you start with that and what products do you use? Yeah,
so I would be starting anytime May and onward. So that's generally when you start seeing the little guys fluttering around. And there's a couple products that people will use. And the reason is you want to be making sure that you're spraying anything that has a flower, which is a hanging basket, that bees are drawn to. You want to make sure that you are spraying something that is not going to be harmful to the bees, right? And so the best product to use for those is a product that contains what the abbreviation is BT. And this is a product that really only will kill caterpillars. So it's really safe to use around on other stuff. It is general principles. You don't want to be spraying something like if there's bees, actively on your plant, you don't really want to be spraying anything directly on them. But BT is a really good option for that. Now, the downside with BT is it has a fairly short residual effect. It doesn't last on the plant very long, and so you have to spray it quite often. Another product that is also a natural product and on the safer side, though not quite as safe for bees as the BT. If you spray it directly on them and they're cleaning themselves, this could be a problem. But spinosad is the other product that if you spray it on your plants and it dries, once it's sprayed on there and dries, very, very safe. The insects have to actually ingest it for it to kill them. It doesn't kill them just by touching them. They have to actually eat it. And so that is the other product. The nice thing with spinosad is it has a longer effect, so you don't have to spray your plant quite as often. Both of them work really well. BT is the first choice to go to. I would be going to that as often as possible, spraying the BT. Like I said, this is something that on petunia baskets specifically, on geraniums, really important. If you don't do this throughout the season, you don't get lucky. You will get budworms that will attack your plants. They are just everywhere during the summertime. So important to do something to mitigate that problem.
So this is not kind of an option when it comes to your hanging baskets. You want to make sure that you're using this product.
Yeah, I would not, Frank. Yeah, if you cannot protect your baskets, if you cannot spray them, then I think you need to look for a different option for a basket. There are plants that aren't as prone to the bugs, right? They might not give you everything you're wanting in a basket as far as the color. Some of the petunias are just what are going to be awesome and incredible. But there are options that aren't necessarily, that you don't have to do as much preventative work with. So if you're not able to do a preventative spraying regimen, then come in and talk to us. We can walk you through some other options that aren't as prone to those particular bugs.
Okay, perfect. Well, you worked really hard on your hanging baskets to make sure that they are taken care of through the summer months. You can head into a Grange Co-op store or head to our website, kdrv.com, for more information. We'll see you next time in the garden.